Welcome to Books Mandala's YouTube channel. In this channel, we talk about everything and anything related to books. In today's video, I will be talking about a 6-book series. I mean, it has other novellas as well, but there are 6 main books of this series, and this series is literally one of my favorite series ever. It is so fun to read, it is so metaphorical, and the writing style is so beautiful, and it has short chapters. This series also comes with one of the best tropes of literature, enemies to lovers trope, the Shatter Me series by Tahereh Mafi. So the Shatter Me series has 6 books, 6 main books, but it has some novellas as well. Reading the novellas aren't that important, but they will give a touch to the story, an insider look on the character's mind. So the first book of the series is Shatter Me. The second book is Unravel Me. The third book, and personally my favorite book of the series, is Ignite Me. The fourth book is Restore Me, and the 5th book is Defy Me, and the last book is Imagine Me. If you're not big on reading series, you can technically divide this series into 2 parts and read it. So the first part being the 3 books till Ignite Me. So the first part being the 3 books, Shatter Me, Unravel Me, and Ignite Me. You can technically stop reading this series altogether after Ignite Me because it does not end in a cliffhanger, and it ends in a somewhat satisfying ending. Although the ending of Ignite Me is kind of rushed, so many fans are happy with how it ended. But if you ended up loving the characters and the story, you can continue with the second part series. So this one has same characters, same story, but it has a more in-depth look to the character's past and things that is so unexpected. It adds a new touch to the whole series in general. Personally, I wasn't a big fan of the second part series. Some aspects of it is good, but the first part series is so worth it. The second part series is interesting, but the story goes a little bit out of hand, but it gives a good touch to the character's development and the character's arc, and you will come to love the characters even more. So I'll give a short spoiler-free review of the Shatter Me book because this is the first book. So Shatter Me follows our main character named Juliette Ferrars, whose touch is fatal, meaning she can literally pull the life out of anyone if she touches them. And she has been locked up in this mental asylum for 200 and something. She's been locked up in this asylum for 264 days. She has been isolated for 264 days. She hasn't seen anyone else, and she receives barely enough food for her survival. And she has this one notepad, and she writes down in her notepad all the time. The story is written in a first-person point of view, so you can literally see what is happening inside Juliette's mind, what she's feeling right now, how alone she feels, and she feels like she's a monster, like she's an abomination to the planet. People have always hated Juliette. They despise her, they loathe her, and they always see her as this monster with strange abilities that can kill people. And her own parents wanted nothing to do with her, so they sent Juliette to the Reestablishment's mental institute. When we first start this book, Juliette is very shy, fearful, and afraid of her own powers. She thinks that she cannot control them, and she thinks that she is a threat to the mankind. Juliette is a shattered character. Her mental health is totally shattered, and she's so fearful of the world. But throughout the book, she goes through an amazing character arc, and her character growth is tremendously well written. Juliette in the 3rd book is not the Juliette that we meet in the 1st book, and she gets more powerful. Back to the mental institute, one day Juliette is informed that she is getting a cellmate a roommate. Her cellmate is this guy named Adam Kent, and slowly Juliet and Adam start to talk. So fast forward sometime later, Juliet is taken to Sector 45's headquarters, and there she meets Warner. I cannot tell you his first name because that is technically a spoiler. So Warner is a really interesting character, and he is super duper attractive. He has blonde hair, he has emerald green eyes. I cannot tell you more about Warner because that would be spoilers. So Warner is our typical bad boy with dark past kind of character, and who does not like characters with daddy issues. Warner is the chief of Sector 45, and he wants to use Juliet as a weapon for the Reestablishment. So Reestablishment is a government that has taken control of the world, and this book is dystopian-ish. It has dystopian elements, so expect some dystopia, and it has romance, so it is very heavy on romance. Also, I forgot to mention, Warner has immaculate fashion sense, and he gives Juliet this whole closet and he's like, wear this, wear that. There is one more character in this book that I absolutely adore. His name is Kenji. Kenji is loyal, funny, hilarious side character that everyone absolutely falls in love with. He's the kind of character that would make you laugh, that would absolutely make you giggle, and he's one of the best characters of this series. And the friendship that Juliet and Kenji have is the best thing ever. It is the platonic relationship that we all need in literature. I think that is it for the non-spoilery part. I would highly suggest you read this series. It is very short, so you will fly through these books, and the writing style is gorgeous, show-stopping, outstanding, all the synonyms of good.